How you doing, guys? Today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the paw system of an RJ35. Now, I got a request to go through the differences between a RJ25, a 35, an RJ58, and an RJ59. And I'm going to put a video together explaining the differences. But there's so many little nuances and differences. I want to make sure that when I do that video, it's a complete video, and I do have some examples to show you. So I'm working on that. Don't know if it'll be a really interesting video, but I am going to put it together. It probably will be fairly long, unfortunately, but it's in the works. It's cold outside, so I want to pull all my tractors out and we can go through them all. But at this point in time, the reason I say that is because this is one of the subject matters that we're going to talk about in that explanation of the differences between an RJ35 2535s. Okay, and it's because of the years of production. What I have here is what's considered an early style paw system, and the reason why it's an early style is because it has this little drag spring. This is what drags on the backing plate and the gear case cover. That resistance is what actually articulates the paw back and forth to lock for forward, then ultimately to lock for reverse. And just so you can take a look, it actually fits into here, and then that tooth actually fits inside the grooves. I do have a video on how this actually works. It's in one of my historical videos. If you want to take a look at that, I'll link it in the item description below. So what did I do? Basically, this is what the previous owner had done. They had taken a screw and used the screw as the drag spring, as the drag, and that's partly the reason why the backing plate and the bearing cover was so ruined, essentially, from the previous owner, and I had to replace the bearing cover, excuse me, the gear case cover. I don't know why I keep calling it a bearing cover. It's the gear case cover. I had to replace the gear case cover with another one because it was just so worn out, because this dragging screw basically laid the groove into it, and the backing plate was the same way. So with this, I had just the center sections of the paws. Basically, I had this portion of it, which was good. So I had to make a paw itself, and what I did was, these are reproduction ones back here. These are repros. They're from a gentleman in Michigan. Very good quality. Brand new drag springs, just like the originals, NOS style. Here's 3 of them, but instead of using up my reproduction ones, I wanted to just make a new set of paws. So basically what I did was I took a piece of square stock, cut it to size, drilled it for the appropriate pin, because there's a pin that goes through here. That's what I just pulled out. And then I just took one of these reproduction paws, put the pin back in, and then just marked it, cut the angle off with a hacksaw, and then I just carefully filed it. And what I ended up with is this, which is basically a reproduction of the paw. I had a set of NOS springs for an RJ35, drag springs, so I had to take a number 23 drill bit. I drilled it in just a hair past 1/4 of an inch. That gives me just enough distance to clear the there you go, the housing piece, or the actual collar, so that way it just sticks just past the collar. That way we can drag on the backing plate or the gear case cover for whichever side this is. This is actually the right side, so this would be the backing plate side. And there it is. Brand new paw. Should be all set and ready to go. The plan is I will have this sitting on its original rear wheels probably in the next day or so. Actually, here's a whole bunch of little triangles I cut off. These little guys. This with a hacksaw carefully with some line. And that's it. So the later style paw system doesn't use a drag spring. It has like a wire spring that goes around. I don't have an example. It would get confusing if I tried to explain it, or it probably just wouldn't make sense even for myself. So, but here it is, early style RJ35 paw system for the Ratchet drive. This was used in 55 and in a fair amount into 56 as far as I know, and from the examples that I've seen. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate all your interest. I'll be putting these away into stock, and these paws are all set and ready to go. Actually, you know, nice movement just passed. So this is the left one, so we're all set. Axles in, paws are done. The hubs are brand spanking new. So, because these are a set of repros. So we're all set. We're right there. All right, thanks.